All right, so I got the supercharger off the car, cleaned up a bit since it was leaking. I think it's leaking from here as well, but mainly from the pulley, the seal behind the pulley. I have that new seal that came in, just ordered it off of eBay. I drained all the oil. Oil's already out of it, so I got that on the way. New belt's on the way. I already got the seal and the new mounting hardware for this pulley is coming in. Somehow, some way, this damn bolt flew off. I don't know when, but good thing I caught it. The keyway is actually in there now that I see it off of the car. That's coming in too, so I might as well just put a new one of that. I'm gonna get this pulley off. I'm gonna get the pulley off, and then I'm gonna get this case opened up so I can get this seal replaced. I'll show you guys when I do that. But yeah, I got all the tools already. Got the brackets off the car. So let me go grab the, let me get this thing off here so I could put some sealant on that so it could dry overnight, and thread sealant. And then I'll get this case off and show you guys the pulley and the case off. You gotta heat it up. Okay. Much prefer not to use that, but had to. All right, this bolt is cleaned up. I wish my phone would autofocus, but it never does.
No.
Of course. Oh well. Yeah, this bolt's cleaned up. We're gonna get the new thread sealant on here. Nah, that's dumb. Old keyway. So we got the right here, the hub adapter. It goes onto this off. We got the pulley off. Yes, this is still really hot. I wish I had heat gloves, but some thick gloves and rag did. We got the old keyway out. That was still in there, a little rusted. Got the new set here. New bolts, new keyway. So now I got to take off these outer bolts here so I could get off this shaft so we can place the seal in here. And yeah, let me go ahead and start doing that. Set that aside. Okay. There's our dipstick. So now we know that's not hitting nothing. I'll clean that up. Huh. Pretty cool to see the inside. This is the seal we were replacing. You see this one's all hardened up. I don't see any rubber around it, especially around the input shaft area. This gasket is fine. I just moved it. I will put this gasket back into its place, but it's still fine. Get this cleaned up. These are the spring washers you have to be careful for. These stay on these bearings here. Couple on this one. We'll keep those in place. We're not going to touch those. Well, I mean, I'm touching them now, but inspection, everything looks good in the inside. Especially this gear here looks good. Bearings look good. No metal. Seem to be good. All right, I am gonna clean up the shaft before I put on this again. Inside as well is a bit dirty and rusted, as expected from age. Go ahead and start cleaning this up. Grab this gasket. Put this back in place. So let me go, I'll just get a socket that fits right over this and hammer it out, and then we'll put in the new seal. How it is. It's not really all the way down, but fully seated still. I'm just making sure the dimensions are the same, they look the same. Let me go ahead and hammer this one out. Okay, so one of the spring washers fell out, or was in here, so good thing I sling that. It actually came out real easy. So I'll clean off this spring washer. I believe that's what this is. And put it back in place. It was on here, so I'll just put it in there, and it'll go back on there. So I'll do that. Now these do have to fit perfectly inside of these holes here, the bearings, the washers. Otherwise it will not fully clamp down or spin freely. I wonder if this, yeah, see. So you'd know if it wasn't spinning freely. I'll put this back in here once I'm done. We got the new seal. So this side, I'm gonna have face toward the inside of the supercharger. So on the cover, I'm gonna clean this up. There's still gasket or color from the old one. I'm gonna have it go in as so, like so. I wish it would focus. Come on. I'll have the gasket go in like so. Flat side toward the outside. Put that in there once I clean it up. There's the old seal. There's no rubber material left on it. So that's definitely what was leaking. This one is mainly rubber with the spring around the inside diameter circle and metal in the inner side. Let me clean this off and I'll get that new one on. Okay, looks good to me. There it is. Make sure it's flush on both sides. Yep, that looks good to me. You want to clean this shaft off, the bottom part of it where the seal meets, so that it doesn't prematurely wear this. Make sure there's no dirt on this shaft. Put a little bit of oil, skim a little oil on it, so no premature wearing. I'm gonna grab actually I'll use this rag here. Clean this off a bit because it is a little dirty. Take these off. These are clean. Grab some of this oil. Put it on the seal here. Light skim coat. Put it on the bottom of the shaft. Skim. And we get ready to assemble this. So I'll make sure all these washers are in place. I'll grab that other washer that fell out. There's no debris in here. Here's the one that fell out. See, they go into place here. So you gotta line them up there. Put this one on there. Line them up. Lined up to me. Okay. Put this back in place. Make sure the dowels line up. See if I can look at this from the bottom. Bolts. And start putting this on. There we go. It's fully seated on both sides. Now we could go ahead. I'm gonna clean this shaft. The new seal is right there, as you can see. Clean the outside. All right, now there were not bolts in these 4 holes here, at least on my setup. See if these are hot. This one's still warm. This one's very light aluminum, so it holds heat. I don't know why it's holding heat so well. I definitely have to clean the inside of this. You can see the rust, so I'm gonna clean that out. Clean the outside of this. So I'm gonna heat this up to put it back on. Unless it slips on, but I'm pretty sure I am. Just still gonna need to heat this up. I'm gonna get a thing to clean that out. If this goes this way, or if this goes this way. I believe it's this way, but I don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that way. That'd make the most sense. Yeah, that's how it was. It was like this. I remember now. See, that's not gonna go on there like so. So I am going to get to the heat gun. Not the heat gun, but the heat. Heat that up. Let me grab my new keyway. Brand new keyway from Vortec website. You can order this whole bolt assembly. At the bottom way, no problem. Just a matter of getting the top in. Maybe if I use this here. Let's see. I think that's good. Should be good. No, it doesn't really look even to me. No, definitely not. No, that doesn't look even. That looks even. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna heat this up, and this should, if all goes well, slide on. There we go. Just a little love taps. Nothing crazy. All right, now that looks fully seated. Okay, so I couldn't find a torque spec on these, but I did tighten them down as best I could, as tight as they felt when I took them off. But I did clean up this pulley. Eventually, I am gonna replace it because this grooves right here, you can see the shininess. It'll focus. Yeah, there we go. The shininess that duels out the ribs, and it doesn't grip the belt as well. So I will be replacing that soon. Now I gotta heat up this pulley, throw this thing back onto the input shaft, and tighten it down. All right, when it's heated up, it goes on perfectly. Now I can put on these mounting bolts, clean them up, put on some thread locker, tighten those down. I believe those do have a torque spec by Grip Tech. I think it's like 7 foot-pounds or something like that. I will make sure. Don't quote me on that. Let me go clean these up. Right. Easy as cake. Okay, yeah, it does say between 6 to 7 foot-pounds. So let's do that. Wrap this around. Let's see if I can hold this in place with just my hands. tight with the washer. And Loctite. Now this is between 25 to 30. I'm gonna do 27. And I'm gonna check this often since the last one flew off. Doesn't have to be super tight. It's tight enough. This is on there. Thread sealant is already settled. I don't remember. I don't have a video, so I believe that is how it goes though. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's how it goes. Cleaned up, ready to get back on the car. I'll go ahead and do that. Torque this down after I put on the belt. Get all these other bolts on. And we should be good to go. All right, so I did go ahead and get a new pulley from Grip Tech. This one, way better than the one that's on there now. I'm trying to eliminate the belt slip. You can't see it here, but when I get off the belt, I'll show you. I do. Okay, so I didn't really show how I torqued these down last time. I did just put on the new pulley, but I did just get these strap wrenches from Harbor Freight. Torque these down to 6 foot-pounds, and this one down to 35, I believe. I did 30. I think it's 35, so we can do 35. But yeah, you can see this old pulley is just so worn out and beat. Pretty sure that's why the belt was slipping as much as it was. Compared to this new one, you could see the grooves are much more cleaner, and you could actually see the cutouts for the belt ribs. The Grip Tech technology, this one is just pretty much worn down all the way, damn near bare. But yeah, we got this on. Now I just got to throw it back on the car. And hopefully we don't have any more belt slip. So let's get to it.